Hello. That's not helping. So, brief vlog about illness. I missed a couple lessons this past weekend in a clinic due to a chest infection, so I just wanted to give a brief history on that before I go on. Um, so just so people know, the only real reason I'll ever miss work, I won't miss work for broken bones or anything like that, or a whole bunch of other reasons. And there were a few times early in my career, in the first 10 years, when I used to miss it for sleep deprivation. And if sleep deprivation is leading to hallucinations or, what do you call it when you swirl around? Vertigo? Vertigo. Then I won't drive. But otherwise, I don't mind driving while tired. Maybe not an hour-long distance. I don't have to do that much anymore, though, so that's fine. But since I went to Labrador and worked in a mining community for 10 years, there was a lot of iron ore dust in the air, and it was extremely cold temperatures. And the combination of that gave me a chest infection every year I was there for 11 years. And there were 2 years in particular where I went in September. I worked there 8 months of the year. I went in September, got a chest infection near the end of September, early October, and kept it until I left in May. So I had like 6.5, 7 months of chest infection. I believe those are 2 of the years where it turned into full-blown pneumonia. 3 of the years I had it confirmed as pneumonia. I'm pretty sure almost every year I had pneumonia, but I only had the x-rays and a doctor actually diagnosed it as pneumonia 3 years. The other years I just went on antibiotics and solved it on my own. And since then, I have a persistent cough. I have persistent lung problems that I often wake up in the middle of the night. So I'm generally, every time I get sick, no matter what kind of sickness I get, it goes immediately to my throat, then my lungs, and sticks in my lungs. And while the weather in Nova Scotia seems to be able to get it out of, I seem to be able to get over it by myself within 24, 48 hours. Right now I'm on about day 5 of one, but I started being functional yesterday. No fever, I'm basically just coughing out the leftover mucus out of my lungs and my sinuses. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of ill effects at the moment. But I'm still super paranoid that if I don't take care of it and take a couple days off, that standing on the ice in a cold rink with not the greatest air quality in the world for 3-4 hours a day just makes it last forever and doesn't go away. So I generally try to take, once it goes to my lungs, I try to take 2 days off, and hopefully that'll clear it up before the next time I work. I should also mention that anytime I'm running a fever, I will also be, which happens before it actually goes to my chest. It happens during the throat part of the infection. I'm also going to not drive. I've had about 6 or 7 car accidents in my life, and more than half of them were when I was running a fever and just wasn't able to react on the road to various things. So I won't drive and the other half were from severe emotional turmoil. So luckily that doesn't happen all that often, but there's, I can sense the fever. I know when I'm hallucinating and, again, getting sort of a vertigo, lightheaded type feeling constantly. And my thoughts are just racing, so I'm not able to focus on the road, so I will not drive under those conditions. Really under any condition. And usually the accompanying, I have trouble moving and thinking and doing stuff, so I'm not able to arrange another coach to come in and give lessons to my kids. If I have an ongoing situation where another coach is coming in, I can easily text them and say, hey, I'm not coming in, make sure you take over this. That wouldn't be a problem. But it's a totally different effort to try to go coach to coach and find somebody who's available to go to my ice times and cover for me. So I just wanted to let everyone know that's the history of my, when I get any kind of cold or flu and it goes to my throat and in my chest, I'm going to and I'm running a fever, I'm going to take a couple days off to try to make sure that it doesn't last more than 3, 4, 5 days. Otherwise, the times in Labrador when I had 8 months of chest infection were not fun. It was gross. Anyway, so I don't want to repeat of that. Bye.